If I woke up tomorrow and my chronic pain came back, I wouldn't spend months researching. I wouldn't jump between using 20 healing practices. And I wouldn't obsessively watch YouTube videos looking for the next breakthrough. Instead, I would do 3 simple practices every single day. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is they confuse learning for healing. So they watch the YouTube videos, they listen to the podcasts, they read the books, and intellectually, they understand neuroplastic symptoms, but they never actually start doing the work that's going to rewire their brain and nervous system. And I get it. Getting started feels really scary. Now, on the other extreme, I see people really intensely doing the healing work. They're doing 20 to 30 strategies and practices every day. And they confuse intensity for consistency. If you've been stuck in either of these cycles, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I would do if I was starting my healing journey over again. I want to challenge you to start doing 3 practices per day for the next 30 days. Now, before we begin, I want to say something important. If your physical symptoms don't make sense, if scans haven't fully explained what's happening to you, if your symptoms fluctuate in intensity, move around, or are strongly affected by your emotional state, it could indicate that your chronic symptoms are neuroplastic. Now, neuroplastic pain and symptoms are very real, but they're caused by your brain and nervous system becoming sensitized and not due to structural damage or disease in the body. The encouraging news: neuroplastic symptoms are reversible. Your brain can change, your nervous system can heal, and your chronic symptoms can dissipate when you consistently send signals of safety instead of danger to your nervous system. So if you're ready to heal, I want to invite you to use 3 practices per day for the next 30 days to maximize your chances of healing your chronic pain and symptoms. Now I'm going to go through the 5 different practice options. Note, I'm giving you 5 practice options, but you only need to use 3 per day for the next 30 days. So mix it up, try different combinations of practices each day to see what works best for you. Number 1, embodiment practices with pain and symptoms. This involves doing somatic work with your symptom sensations. And what we're trying to do is reverse the sensitization cycle. Now, the sensitization cycle is a feedback loop that will worsen sensations over time. And so imagine you have pain and symptoms, and then you have a dysregulated response: fight, flight, freeze, avoidance behaviors, negative thoughts or beliefs. And as you have this dysregulated response, your brain feels more in danger and maintains or worsens your pain and symptoms. More pain and symptoms, more dysregulation, more pain and symptoms. And I've seen people stuck in this cycle for decades. And so using embodiment practices with your pain and symptoms, we're working on creating safety with the sensations and reducing dysregulation. And so as you do that, as you reduce the dysregulation, your brain feels safer. And over time, when practiced consistently, your pain and symptoms will start to fade out. So with embodiment practices, what you're doing is you're getting exposure to being with the pain and symptom sensations in your body. You drop into your body, describe the sensations, explore them, and deepen your connection with them. And then as you do this, we create safety using safety signals. And this is going to help reduce the dysregulated response. In the description of this video, I've put several free embodiment practice links that you can use with your pain and symptoms over the next 30 days. Number 2, the add skill. One of the practices you can use over the course of this program is the add skill, which is meant to reduce negative thinking patterns. The add skill adds a sense of safety to your nervous system. And research shows that if we can reduce negative thinking about our symptoms, our body, ourselves, and our life, pain and symptoms can start to reduce. Now, the add skill involves 3 steps. Number 1, ask why your negative thinking is happening. Number 2, drop in and describe your thoughts and feelings. And number 3, shift to safety by using cognitive, behavioral, or somatic safety signals. Now, if you want a full video that explains how to use the add skill in detail, I'll put the link in the description of this video. I like the add skill because it can take you 30 seconds to a minute to do, and you can kind of pepper it throughout your day. Number 3, embodiment practices with emotions and dysregulation. This involves getting exposure to feeling your emotions or nervous system dysregulation, approaching them in the body, and creating safety with them. Research shows that resisting our emotions and dysregulation will actually worsen pain and symptoms over time. Well, alternatively, if we start to fully feel and feel safe with the sensations, this can reduce pain and symptoms. So this is very important to practice over the next 30 days. We need to get good at fully feeling and experiencing our emotions and nervous system states and learning that they're safe to be with. Now, in the description of this video, you'll find several free practice links you can try out. Number 4, safety signal practices. Now, safety signal practices are meant to shift your nervous system to a safe and regulated state. They're likely the most pleasant practices in this program. Now, safety signal practices can include present moment sensing, breath work, tapping and massage, safe self-talk, and visualization. Now, in the description of this video, you'll find several safety signal practices you can try out. Number 5, lifestyle changes. I find a lot of people with chronic pain and symptoms are stuck in 2 different types of lifestyles that worsen nervous system dysregulation and chronic symptoms over time. Now, the first lifestyle is high intensity living. This can look like being high achieving, being perfectionistic, people pleasing, placing excessive pressure or expectations on yourself, always feeling urgent or frantic, and excessively being busy. Now, the second type of lifestyle is low intensity living. This can look like lack of movements, lack of going out of your house and being in the outside world, always being on electronics, lack of social connection, and lack of purpose or meaning. One of the practices you could do over the next 30 days is actions to balance your intensity level. If you're stuck in high intensity living, beneficial changes could be working for limited hours with purpose, not working from a place of fight or flight, practicing having multiple interests and hobbies, giving yourself permission to rest, slowing down your movements and speech, allowing yourself to be average and below average at certain things, listening to your nervous system while living life, putting your needs above other people's needs sometimes. If you're stuck in low intensity living, beneficial changes could be increasing movement and exercise, reducing social media and electronics use, getting out of your house and being in the world, connecting socially with others, increase purposeful action at work or in hobbies, setting boundaries and asserting yourself, connecting with your values and needs. So here is my challenge to you. Commit to doing 3 practices per day for the next 30 days. Don't worry about doing everything perfectly. Just show up consistently. Because if there's one thing I've learned from my own healing journey and helping hundreds of clients recover, it's this. Your brain changes through repetition. Your nervous system regulates through repetition. And chronic symptoms reduce through repetition. Keep going.